My name is Stephanie Jones, and I'm going to talk about inequality from Chapter 3 of our text this semester. We'll start with economic inequality. Income inequality is higher in the United States than any other country except Chile, Mexico, and Turkey. The poverty rate is high, and the ability to get out of poverty is very difficult in the United States. 14.5% of people are living in poverty. People living in poverty are likely to be women, young, people of color, and full-time workers in low-status jobs. Religion and ethnicity are very important to those that live in poverty. The next area of inequality I'd like to talk about is racial and ethnic inequality. Income differences between people of color and women versus men continue to exist. Students from low-income families are unlikely to graduate high school. Students of color drop out of school in larger portions than other students. College success is more related to parental success than anything else. Only 68% of African American and Native American students graduate high school. Gender inequality. Women earn less and are more likely to suffer from poverty than any other group. Women who are considered head of household are more likely to fall below the poverty line. This discrimination came from a long time ago when women were supposed to stay at home, take care of their homes and their children. 1 in 3 families ran by a woman with no husband at home live in poverty. Age inequality. Both men and women earn their highest wages between the ages of 45 and 54. The highest form of poverty occurs for young people. Children's class status is determined by their parents. In schools, poverty is tracked by the number of students who receive free or reduced price lunches. Students in low poverty schools do not perform as well as students who do not attend these schools on standardized tests. Poverty and poor reading skills places students at a great risk for not graduating high school. What is important to consider is that all of these parts go together to make a whole. It is important to look at our students and understand their economic situations and understand their parents' economic situations so that we can best help them achieve their goals and learn. We should set the same high expectations across the board for all students, regardless of their socioeconomic status, regardless of their parents' socioeconomic status, but it is important to keep these statistics in mind. I teach in a low poverty district. It's a Title I school, and a lot of my students come from poverty. They live in homes that maybe have one parent or they live with a grandparent, and there are a lot of things that they are not afforded that could help them. In the summers, they have a greater backslide because they don't have the learning tools at home that can help them to grow and stay where they need to be. Things like tutoring may not be available to them like they are to other students whose parents value education differently than those in low-income homes. All of these parts go together: the economic inequality, the racial and ethnic inequality, which affects the economic inequality, the gender inequality, and the age inequality. The statistic of both men and women earning their highest wages between the ages of 45 and 54 should speak volumes about the young students that we teach in grades K through 5. A lot of our students do not come from homes where their parents are between the ages of 45 and 54. So understanding that the children's class status is determined by their parents' class status, looking at their age group and the income that they have at home definitely affects our students and how they learn.